Hey folks, this is A from A Tech Reviews, and today I'm back with another video. I've got the Performer 5 here. I bought this one, and I also got this one. So this one I will not be taking a look at today. I'll be doing a comparison between them in the next video. I didn't even open the Performer 8. So I'll be taking a look at the Performer 5 from AFUL or AFUL. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Let's keep this video very short. I just want this for myself. I'm curious about it. AFUL is a new brand. I was so impressed with their DAC amp Cirrus Logic chip, which is like the SnowyNight. This is like my go-to portable now. So one of the comments even encouraged me and asked me to get one. So I got one. It has a lot of nice words, RC on net frequency division technology, 3D pressure balance technology, micro resonator technology. The brand is called AFUL Acoustics. I'm not sure about what this technology means, and probably I don't care that much. I care about the sound. Like, okay, all these flowery words are great, but how did it work out in the end? That's what I care about. Here we can see the graph of what it looks like, and you get the specs. Sensitivity 110 dB at 1 kilohertz. Impedance is 35 ohms. The name is Performer 5. It is has a frequency response from 5 hertz to 35. I agree about the 5 hertz. The sub bass is great. Driver configuration is 1 dynamic and 4 balanced armatures. It's 2-pin. Comes in with 3.5. I didn't see any other choice to get another thing. So let's look quickly. The unboxing here, it's not going to take a lot of your time. It's actually be over in 30 seconds because this is actually what you get for when you open inside. AFUL and some Chinese words, which I have no idea what they mean. And then you get this. This is the IMs themselves. Quickly, like there's no surprise, you get them in your face. AFUL on the left and right. The right side has the R letter on it, which you can see, and the red ear tips, they come pre-installed, and you get the left side, which has the L letter. 2-pin is flat, and you get the word Performer 5 on both sides. Look-wise, I think they look wonderful. Wonderful. They look amazing. It's something new. They kind of remind me of the T-Audio Monarch MK3 in a way. And then you get this carrying case, which is, honestly, it is excellent. Perhaps it is the most favorite of mine out of most of the IM cases I have, other than the SA6. It is hard on the outside, yet it's very, very light. This is the cable that you get. Here also there is like foam protection on both sides. The cable you get is the 2-pin 3.5. I didn't see any other choice. I have to say this cable is probably one of the best at this price range, in my personal opinion. It is moderate thickness, the way I like it. 3.5 is great. You get that stopper here, and it never gets entangled or anything. It's very pliable. You get your right and left gold-plated 2 pins with an ear hook. You can see the ear hook here, and it consistently takes on the shape, and you have the red and blue markings for left and right. Excellent. So this is about that, and you get a small instruction manual, and actually they say, like, they go into very details, a lot of details. The instruction manual goes into a lot of detail, and it says like how to wrap the cable, how to store it, how to store the earphones, how to not damage them, and so on. So there's that. The carrying case itself comes with 3 pairs of red ear tips, 3 pairs of blue ear tips. You can choose the ones you like. There are probably small differences in the nozzle itself. Now, before we start, let's go quickly. I want to measure the weight, and I want to measure the nozzle for you. I think they are of average. I will have the right side, and I'm going to measure the earpiece itself. Comes in at 5.3 grams. That is very, very light. So let's move on to the nozzle diameter. It is a 5.7. That is the nozzle diameter. So now with that said, let's go on to describe them, the sound. I will quickly describe the sound in a minute or two, and then I'm going to compare it to two other IAMs in this price range. The Moondrop Kato or Kato and the 7 Hz Timeless. I think these are the two IAMs that are famous and very good and in this price range, and I own. So let me describe the sound quickly. I will start with the sub bass because these have an excellent sub bass. The sub bass here surprised me more than I was expecting. The bass is okay. I think the driver is small. Can't remember it was a 6mm or an 8mm. I expect them to have more thump or more slam. I wished they include that. I tried with EQ, but I don't recommend it. Like, just take it the way they are. The bass is good. It's not light on the bass or anything. It's not even neutral. But I think I would prefer a more stronger bass response. I would prefer a thump, an impact. The bass is good and detailed, but also like in busy passages, I think it kind of like slightly falls apart. Or when there's like a lot of drums and a lot of vocals and so on. But the sub bass is excellent and it's better than many IAMs in this price range. Moving on to the vocals. The vocals are good, the vocals are detailed, but they are slightly recessed. Slightly, they're like not in the upfront, they are like taken aback a bit. Not the best way I like to listen to the vocals on my IAMs. I would have preferred if AFUL like push the vocals to the front a bit. Like, that's my opinion. The imaging, before I talk about the treble, I want to say the imaging because the vocals and the left and right sensation is excellent here. It is very, very, very good. Probably also one of the best qualities of this IAM. And the treble is where it gets interesting because here the treble defines the sound signature of this IAM. This has very good treble. Like, I think this is something that AFUL excels at. It has very good detailed treble, yet the treble is very inoffensive and it has a lot of detail. It has a lot of like the splashy drum cymbals sounds. It sounds very good. And I think this along with the sub bass is what provides and makes this IAM very, very good. Now, I tried these ear tips. I like them, but again, my favorite preference is the final ear tips and the render ear tips for this one. The comfort, guys, is excellent on this one. It's one of the best. They remind me of top IAMs. You don't feel them. They're shaped exactly like your ear. I think this is like close to something like the SA6 that I have in how comfortable it is. Now, in terms of how much power they need, they are sensitive. They don't need anything at all. You could get by with anything. In terms of pairing, I paired it with this AFUL SnowyNight portable DAC amp from AFUL, and I think it is wonderful that it enhances the bass, the sub bass, and the bass, makes it even better and pushes it forward. And at the same time, it makes the treble like very musical and beautiful. Unfortunately, the vocals remain the same. It's not in the forward anymore, but it's still detailed. It's still clean. I think this is like one of the best pairings you can get here. And maybe it takes it up a notch, in my opinion, especially in the imaging department, which the Performer 5 excels at. Now, with that said, let's get on to the comparison, because I think this is very important. And this is how we define this video. Let's take it here. This is the AFUL area. I will be pushing it right here. Now, let me get the Moondrop Kato, because this is what I'm going to be comparing it to first, right here. This is the AFUL, this is the Moondrop Kato, and I'm going to add the 7 Hz Timeless planar IM. Price range is not exact for all of them, but they're close, all right? So let's talk about the three of them. All right, let's start with the cable. That's the first one. I think the AFUL wins, no question asked. The cable is very smooth, very pliable, very high quality. It's a favorite of mine. Kato or Timeless, I can't even know which one I'm going to say second. Which one deserves the second place. I honestly, I don't like the cable on any of them. That's just my opinion. So, but I think the Timeless deserves a nudge here because of the excellent 4.4, which makes it easy. AFUL doesn't provide 4.4. The Kato doesn't come with 4.4. I wish they did. I don't know, like the Moondrop, at least the cable could be organized, it could sit, it could have a shape. Unlike the Timeless, where the cable is so thin, I don't know what to say here. Like you can see, it always gets tangled like this. I tried changing it, but honestly, even if it fits, the Timeless has this MMCX connector that has this curve shape to it. It can work with others, of course, but doesn't make me feel safe about it. And the cable is super thin, super thin. Compare that to the AFUL cable, and I'll let you guys decide. The Moondrop cable is good, but it is very hard and it's not flexible as much as I would like it to be. So there's that. This is, of course, something small, but there's that. Connector-wise, this is a 2-pin, which is very nice. A Moondrop is 2-pin, but I heard some complaints about the 2-pin breaking on the Moondrop, and I felt very careful with mine because I feel it's not the best MMCX on the Timeless. So I think the AFUL gets this one. I love the 2-pin here. It's very secure. If you use it and you try to put it in, you kind of see how secure it is and easy to replace. If you want 4.4, it's very high quality and very good. I like that a lot. So there's that point. Now moving on to fit and comfort. AFUL wins number one. AFUL gets the first place. Why is that? I think the AFUL is ergonomically shaped to the ear in a way that makes it so comfortable that I can't even feel them and I can't complain about anything. It is absolutely wonderful and comfortable in the ear for long periods of time. It's very good. I don't recommend the ear tips that come with this one. I can't even recommend the ear tips that come with the Kato or the Timeless. Final ear tips on the Timeless, as you can see. And here I use the Spin Fits or Final also, and when I have them. I use them on many IMs, so I don't have enough. So that's for the fit and comfort. Now, speaking of the sub bass, who wins here? Sub bass. The sub bass, I will give it to the AFUL. The sub bass on the AFUL, yes, it is better than the Timeless. The sub bass on the AFUL is better than the Kato. It is very good, it is detailed, and it is wonderful. It is very light compared to the AFUL on both of these IMs. Now, compare the bass. Which one wins here? Honestly, I think the Timeless wins, no question. It is so powerful, the slam is great, and it is detailed, and it is amazing. It is amazing, the planar bass on the Timeless 7 Hz. Second place, I will give it to the Kato. The bass on the Kato is amazing. It is really a lot in quantity. I wish the AFUL had that. If the AFUL had that, it would destroy it. But not, unfortunately not. Which moves me on to the third point. Let's move on to the vocals. Which here gets first place? I give it to the Kato. Kato here has forward vocals and clear vocals in the way I like them. The male vocals take the bass in a good way, which makes it sound good. The female vocals have the energy they need. They sound wonderful. The separation is good. It is forward to your ear and clear. The bass is separated from the vocals in a nice way. Here and here, I would say it's a tie between both of them. It's good on the Timeless and like not forward as I would like it to be, and the same here, but here I think they have a little bit of more clarity and definition to them, even though if they are a bit recessed, and maybe pull back a little bit. Moving on to the treble, this one is kind of hard. Like, I think the timeless is kind of like, it's not dark, but it's not the best treble either. It's kind of like on the, you know, like lacking side of it. Maybe it's like a safe tuning, but which makes me say that the AFUL Performer 5 is an excellent safe tuning, but it's a little bit towards the back, but it's very clear, it's very detailed. Maybe the upper mids are like getting more energy here, but the treble is very good, it's very detailed. I think this is the strong point along on the sub bass, and imaging is a strong point here. Imaging, I would give it also to the AFUL over these two. Yes, over these two. Second place is the Kato, third place is the Timeless. Timeless was one of the best IMs I had in this price range for a long time, but the industry changes, guys. If any of you ask me in the comments why I say, oh, this is better than this one, or this is better than that one, industry changes. Affordable IMs are becoming better than previously more expensive IMs. So yes, I think the imaging and sub bass here is better than both of them. And I think the vocals of the Kato, to my personal preference, subjectively speaking, is better than the Timeless. And the bass of the Timeless beats both of these here. So detail and separation, it depends on which frequency spectrum we're speaking of. I think in the treble, the AFUL wins here. In the sub bass, the AFUL wins, but for the vocals separation also here, the Kato, I have to give it to it. For the vocal separation in the Timeless and AFUL, I think they're a tie. I think the AFUL has more treble energy for the vocals, which makes not thin, but more clear and detailed. You kind of feel the female vocals are better on the AFUL Performer 5. Which one is easy to drive? All of them are easy to drive, to be honest. I think the AFUL is the easiest to drive, followed by the Kato. But of course, you get this with a balance cable. So if you have something like the AFUL SnowyNight, more than you need, you know. I had to say, like, kudos to this 4.4 connector. It's very high quality and always gives me this click when I enter it in all of my amplifiers. If you don't like this AFUL SnowyNight and you want something else, this one works too. The Moon River 2 Ti. It's awesome and offers you same click. This has slightly more power. You could find a difference here with the Timeless, and also this pushes the bass and the sub bass, it goes low. The AFUL has good sub bass because of the 5 hertz frequency range it goes to. Now, looking at the three of them before I leave off this video, you can see that this cable is very, very organized and tidy. This cable is holding itself, it's not flexible, but still not nice. And you can see the cable of the Timeless, how it looks like. Like, I wish this was cheaper with a 3.5 and I would upgrade the cable without this MMCX curve connector, but still the Timeless is awesome and deserves a sacrifice like this. Would I recommend the Performer 5? Absolutely. These are the things I compared it to in this price range. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment below. I will be providing a comparison between the Performer 5 and the Performer 8 in the next video, maybe in a few days if I have time. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions or comments before I post that video, leave them down in the comment below. I will answer them and I will try to compare it to an IM which you guys want me to do. Which IM do you want me to compare it to? I don't know. I will think about it and let you know. And leave a like if you like this video, thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that would help the channel. That will be great. And until then, see you on the next one and stay positive.